This meeting is being recorded.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Spring 1 review meeting for the Next Scholar system. And the purpose of today's meeting is to demonstrate the work completed during the Sprint 1 and gather feedback from the product owner. So during this sprint, the team focused on developing high-fidelity Canva prototype for the core features of the system. And I will now start the demo video of the prototype recorded by the developers, and developer Serena will share the screen.
Hi, my name is Quentin. I'm a developer from our development team for our Sprint 1. So I'm going to present what I've done in our Sprint 1. So the two user stories that I've completed, the first one is the US 301, which is the interactive tutorial for new users, and also the US 302, which is the tutorial guidance of new features or unused features for our current users. So our current users are basically the users that have already registered to our platform, not the newly registered users. So they can look for a tutorial, for their unused features, also the new features introduced in our platform. So as you can see, this is the platform, the homepage. So a user can register as a student or lecturer. So if I press on the student, then after they register as a student, this is the dashboard, and they can look for the AI matching. I'm going to demonstrate the tutorial since I'm only in charge of the tutorials. Okay, so after I click inside, you can see that this is the tutorial. So they will be prompted to this tutorial at first. So they need to enter their research match, their university, their academic position, and their research field, their interests, and also the option to use their student profile. So this will map to the lecturers, and they can use this filter to obtain a more accurate result for what lecturers they want to map to. So you can see the filter by lecturer, university, academic position. So they can filter based on the lecturers, like their position, like lecturer, senior lecturer, or what their interest is, such as software engineering, cybersecurity. So if they're interested in cybersecurity, they can map to the cybersecurity research field lecturers by using this filter. So, or they can just skip the tutorial if they don't want to look at the tutorial. So now they are officially at the UI for the AI mapping. So I'm not going to demonstrate all of this because this will be talked about by my members. I'm going to show you the result. This is the result. I'm going to show you the tutorial. So this is the tutorial UI for our AI mapping, the match result. So you can see this is the profile, and we have the tutorials. This is the result match rate. The higher the match rate, this is the percentage. The higher the match rate, the higher the relevance to the user query. And you can see there are two fields to select the information from, which is the research field and supervision. So the users can select, the students can select based on what information they want. And you can see the name, the academic position, the senior lecturers, associate professor, and so on, or the count of publications, and also the description. So if they click on this, they will show this content, or they can just view the full profile. And also this is the option to view all available search results, so they can look more than just 3 profiles. So if they want to look at the tutorial, they can just skip it, and then they can go back to the AI mapping. So I'm going to show you the online discovery, because this what I demonstrated earlier is the next scholar matching. So for online discovery, again, you'll be prompted first to tutorial. So they can select the type of people, the user role, the research field, their research topic. So this one is basically to look for people beyond the next scholar network. So this one will have basically the same UI for the student and lecturer. So if they don't want to look at the tutorial, they can just skip it. So then they'll be prompted to the official online discovery UI. So for now, I'm going to press complete. Now, as you can see, this is the UI for the first-time user introductory tutorial. They will show the milestones. So for example, they have done the online discovery guide, which I showed earlier, and also AI matching guide, which I also showed earlier, and also the profile navigation in the AI matching result, which I showed earlier. We have completed all milestones. So after I press the complete tutorial, they will be a so-called current user. Then they can use other features.
Okay, so now let's switch to the student side. Okay, this is the tutorial. Now let's switch to the student side. First is the universe filter. Just like the lecture side, I'll open it and select the UTM. And the next is the academic percentage filter. I'll expand it. There are different roles here, like lecture, senior lecturer, professor. So I'll choose associate professor. Third filter is the research field. It uses the same multi-level structure, helping computer science and machine learning. So there also use my profile toggle here. Students and lecturer can turn it on to fill in filters automatically with their own profile dates. So the lecturer and students also have this button. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so these all our matching results. We can see they all from UTM, and they all associate professor. The research filters all have the machine learning. Okay, back to search. Okay, we also add this online discover. So this is tutorial. It's for finding supervisors even outside our next scholar network. First, you can select the type of people you want, then their roles, and next the research field. Finally, type in your research topic and click search web. The way you can expand your search beyond the flat form. That's all my part. Okay, let's talk about unfinished work and the current issue. Many filtering criteria have not been implemented yet. Correctly, the system only exposes the basic filters I just showed you. So, for example, I planned to add more filters like work expense and language skill, but they are not ready yet. So, overall, I'll complete the current part of US 102. The new filters let users narrow down their search more precisely. So, that's all my video.
Now I will present user story US 103. As a student, I want to see a visual match percentage indicator on lecture profile based on my research file so that I can make faster and clearer research matching decision. The tasks for US 103 include building a lecture profile summary, display with match percentage, fetching lecture data, and integrating it into the search result page. All of these tasks have been completed in this sprint. First, I will demonstrate the AI matching result page from the student views. This user story is similar to the US 101, with the difference being the user role perspective. The first task was designing the profile summary UI. I created a summary card for each lecture, which includes the lecturer name, academic position, university name, faculty, research files, supervision, course of publication, and the most important element, which is the matching percentage based on the similarity between student research interests and lecturer research files. To improve readability, I designed two interactive buttons, research files and the supervision. This button allows students to switch between different types of information within the content box below. Initially, the system displayed the lecture research file. When I click the supervision button, the content changed to show supervision details, including availability for supervision, availability of supervision, academic level, accepted, number of students supervised. For example, Dr. Nur Aisha binti Rahmat, who is an associate professor. She accepts the bachelor, master, and PhD student. She has supervised 39 students, and she is currently available for supervision. If I click the research fields button again, the content box returns to displaying the lecture research fields. Therefore, the first task, designing the profile summary UI, has been completed. For the second task, I prepared and integrated sample lecture data into the prototype to demonstrate how the information is displayed in the search result page. For the third task, I displayed the lecture profile summarized directly in the search result page, allowing students to compare multiple lectures quickly based on match percentage. The main challenge I encountered is similar to US 101, which is handling inconsistent text length across different lecture profiles. I raised these issues during the daily stand-up meeting with the product owner Hong Villa. Another challenge is ensuring the match percentage is clearly understood by user. Since this sprint focused only on UI prototyping, the actual matching algorithm is not implemented. Therefore, I only designed the interface to display the match percentage without showing the underlying calculation logic. That's all. Thank you.
So I'm going to show you another user who is a lecturer, because just now I demonstrated as a student. So I'm going to show you the lecturer, because student is student to lecturer mapping and lecturer is lecturer to student mapping. So after I press inside the lecturer, we can see that we have one more with a postgraduate recommend and the AI searching. So I'm going to show you the AI searching, which is our main feature. And as you can see, the AI mapping, the UI is quite different. The filters will be different even though the UI is actually the same. So the first one is the filter by the university, the student university, and also you can enter the research match. Then they can also, lecturers can also filter by the academic level. For example, they want to filter by the student bachelor degree, foundation, or A level. They can also filter by the minimum CGPA of student, and also the student research field, like whether they are interested in cybersecurity. And also they can filter by the individual skill set, and also use their own profile, the lecturer's profile. So this one will map to the students that they want to map to. So if they don't want to look at this, they can just skip the tutorial. Again, I'm not going to show how it works, because my members will discuss this. Okay, so I'm going to show you the result. So as you can see, the profiles now are students instead of the lecturers, which I showed earlier. I'm going to show you the tutorial. Again, the match rate, all of this will be the same except for this, except that the lecturers can select the bio, the research interest, or the skill. And also they can see the major, what they're majoring in, and also their year. And also the description, and all of this will be the same. So I'm going to skip the tutorial. Now I'm going to go back to search. Okay, so the online discovery, as I mentioned earlier, is the same thing, because the purpose is to look for peers beyond the NexScholar network. So I'm going to skip the tutorial. This is the official online discovery UI. So after I press complete, the introductory tutorial is complete as well. As you can see, it's also the same UI because they've looked through the online discovery, AI matching, and also the profile navigation.
Hello everyone, I'm Dami from the NexInnovators team. Today I will show my work for Sprint 1, which is the UIs 102. First, let me explain the UIs. My task is to add more filtering options to the AI matching system. The old version only had basic search. Users couldn't find matches quickly. They had to check every profile one by one. So my goal is to build their filters so they can narrow down their search more easily. So now I will show you what I will complete so far. I will start with the lecture size, which has 5 lectures. This is a tutorial, step 1, step 2, step 3, until step 6. So first is a university filter. It's a three drop-down menu. I open it. You can see it's organized by country and state. For example, I select Malaysia, then Johor, and pick the University of UTI. This lets lectures to students from a specific university. So next is academic level filter. I click to expand it. It covers all study level from foundation up to doctoral degree. For this demo, I will select bachelor's degree. Okay. So then there is a minimum CGPA filter. I open its menu, and then you can see there are different options here. I'll choose 3 point and above. Okay, so first is research interests filter. It's also multi-level. I will expand the computer science and choose the machine learning. So this can have lectures target students with specific research interests. Okay, next. The last one is skill filter. It has 3 columns, so domains, subdomains, and skills. I will select the technology, information technology, and software development. So you can choose like Java, Go. So we choose Java. After applying all these filters, we can collect the arrow button to see the matching results. Okay, this is the matching results. You can see the summary card here. They all meet the filters we just did. For example, every student has a CGPA of 3 points. This one, and all higher. So, and they are from UTI, and which bachelor's degree.
Hi, my name is Tang Yeli. Now I will present user story US101. As a lecturer, I want to view condensed student credentials summarized directly on the search page so that I can evaluate potential research students quickly without opening every profile. The tasks for US101 include designing a profile summary UI, preparing students' data, and displaying the summary on the search result page. All of these tasks have been completed in this sprint. First, I will demonstrate the AI matching result page from the lecture view. The first task was design the profile summary UI. I created a summary card. As you see, the summary card for each student that include the student name, major, year of study, university name, CGPA, short bio, research interest, and skill. And the most important element, which is the AI matching percentage. To improve the readability, I designed 3 interactive buttons: bio, research interest, and skill. This button allows lecturer to switch between different types of information within the contact box below. Initially, the system displayed the student bio. When I click the research interest button, the content changed to the student research interest. For example, Lim Chen Gong is interested in conducting research in computer science, particularly machine learning in artificial intelligence, which is AI. Next, when I click the skill button, the context changes to display the student skills. For example, the student may have skill in technology and information technology, such as the SQL in database management. If I click the bio button again, you can see the context box return to displaying the student bio again. Therefore, the first task, designing the profile summary UI, has been completed. For the second task, I prepared and integrated several student data into the prototype to demonstrate how the information will be displayed. As shown on the screen, there are 3 student summary cards displayed in the search result, which is the top 3 matches with the searching lecture. For the third task, I display the student credential summarized directly on the search result page. This allows lecturer to compare multiple students quickly without opening individual profile, which fulfill the objective of this user story. I also meet the challenge I encountered was handling different text length among students. Some students have longer biographies, research interest, or skill description than others. I raised this issue with the product owner, who is the Hong Jie. during the daily stand-up meeting and discuss possible solutions for maintaining a consistent UI layout. So our solution is, since the research interest list is long, so we add a more option. So our solution for this challenge is we add the more text at the context of box. So to mention the lecture, the list of the research interest. Another challenge was representing how the AI matching percentage is calculated. Since this sprint focuses only on UI prototyping, the actual matching algorithm has not been implemented yet. Therefore, I designed the interface to display the matching score without showing the underlying calculation logic. So, there is no unfinished shared work for US 101. All planned tasks have been completed. However, future improvements includes implementing the actual AI matching algorithm and providing a detailed explanation of how the matching percentage is calculated. That concludes my presentation for US 101.
Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the feature monitor. This is the same for lecturers and students, so I'm not going to demonstrate it twice because it's the same thing. So if they press inside the feature monitoring, okay, so this is the UI for our feature monitoring. So as you can see, this is the user guidance message, which is one of our sprint backlog. So they will, the website will automatically demonstrate, it will show this unused feature guidance, and also it will show the recent user feature activity. For example, their AI mapping, you can see this plus 30% or last week, you can see the activity, and also the recommended with the unused feature, next scholar chat and roster. This is the search bar that the users can search for. For example, they want to search a specific feature for monitoring. For example, they want to look for AI mapping. So after I press inside, you can see the statistics for our AI mapping, the activities, and also their peak usage hours, like what time they are most active in, and the features they use, how many times for this week, the activity, and the history logs of what they've done. So you can see the quick actions. They can delete this log, rerun the log. You can see what they've queried about the results, and also the and type. So after I press return, I'm going to show you another feature, which is the learn more. So this one will basically show what the features they've used and what features they've not used. You can see this is also a user guidance message. So the website will tell them what they can do next. And this one is what I'm going to show with the unused feature recommendation. So this tutorial will basically show their unused features and the tutorials. So the feature monitoring, you can see that this is still work in progress because we have not done this next scholar chat roster because we will address it in future sprints. This one will basically fulfill our US 302 with the tutorials for current users that have not used certain features. So after I press return, then this is basically it for our feature monitoring. The issues that I've encountered is the one issue is that we did not standardize our font style and also our word size for our design. So basically, one of our team members used the font style Wen Quan Yi, while others will use the Arial font style. So we have to standardize our font style and also the size, which takes us quite some time. And also another issue is subjectivity and preferences for our user interface. So for example, we have to change our user interface for tutorial multiple times because our members have different opinions about what the user interface for our tutorials will look like. For the issues that I've encountered, one of them is this profile navigation guide. As you can see, it's incomplete because we did not show all three the guides, and also I can't show the supervision. And also on top of that, there is way too much information, so this can overwhelm the users. So maybe I can make animation so that it can pop up one by one, so the users will be able to digest the information more easily. And also for my next section, it will be to improve on this the UI guides. And also I will wait for stakeholder feedback so I can deliver what their desired product. We will continue to improve our product deliverable in future sprints. Thank you.
So after the demo video, product owner, do you have any feedback?
I think in the sprint one, the team complete the high value task for selected user stories and give a usable prototype where every function can run very well in the demonstration, as I see, with a clear interface that ensure every user can understand, but still got something to improve, which is the font style is not standardized yet. And I think the filter options is not enough. Also, I I see the view more results function is not presented in the demo video. And another problem is the current tutorial. I think it is too many things displayed at once. So, and I hear the solution already in the demo video. Yeah. Overall, in the Sprint 1 is doing well with a minor flaw. Yeah. That's all.
And product owner,
And
do you
uh,
okay? Product owner, do you have any question you want to ask?
yes, I actually got some of questions. The first question will be I want to ask the view more result interface will it remain the same with the top three result view?
Okay, since this is still a since this is still a UI prototype stage, we only display the top three matching result for demonstration purpose. However, in the real world system, the result will not be limited to the top three, and user will be able to view more profile through the view more page in future sprint.
Okay, I see. The second one is I want to ask can the user apply multiple filters simultaneously
Yeah, they
about the
can.
filter?
Yeah, they can. All these features can work together at the same time.
Okay, well, okay. Next, I think I want to ask, what is the key feature to introduce during our tutorial? Like so many features.
Okay. Okay, so based on the video, we have seen that there is a tutorial for student to lecturer mapping and also lecturer to student mapping. And also we have AI mapping result, the profile navigation tutorial as shown earlier. We also have online discovery tutorial for new users, and also tutorial for current users that need to navigate. Maybe they have not used certain features, are also new features introduced in our platform. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you for detailed explanation. Another questions, which user story was the most challenging in your prototype?
I think personally, in my opinion, I think US 301 is the hardest. It's not hard in terms of requiring brain power, to design the tutorial, but mainly because of the level of effort needed to design the every tutorial UIs for users. So we have the online discovery tutorial, we have the student to lecturer mapping, lecturer to student mapping, and we also have the profile navigation tutorial for new users and also current users, which requires a lot of effort. And on top of that, like I mentioned in the video earlier, we have subjectivity. We all have different ideas about what the tutorial user interface and also the flow should look like. So we had to make multiple changes, and it was quite time consuming in our sprint. Yeah, that's it.
Mm, are there any features that should be improved in the next sprint?
For the US 102, which focus on the AI matching filter, we should consider adding more filtering criteria in Sprint 2. Like just now, the product owner also have the feedback for the less filters to improve the matching accuracy and flexibility. Another user story, US 301, that there are a limitation was identified in the profile navigation design as the Canva platform only support up to 45 page, which restrict the scalability of the navigation structure. So we need to improve this feature in the future sprint.
All right, excellent.
Okay, this is excellent. And product owner, would you like to provide an overall review of Sprint 1?
In certainly, as I said just now, I'm satisfied with our Sprint 1 outcome. The team already complete all committed user stories and produce high quality prototype that demonstrate the core functionality in the next scholarship system. The prototypes also provide a strong foundation to future development and our future sprint.
Okay, thank you. So now we can conclude that all Sprint 1 user story has been completed and accepted by the product owner. And I want to thank everyone for your contribution and participation. And this concludes the Sprint 1 review meeting. We should end now.